Egal, what would you like to say, man? There's a lot there. There's a lot there.
Well, there's nothing you can say. He's lost my words, bless him.
Listen, Lee, we can go through every single refereeing decision that went against Arsenal, and I can name them. And I can tell you that there's way more on a list of things that have gone against us than gone for us. And if you want, I can name all of them also.
Okay, stop. Sorry to cut in. I don't want to cut in. I will let you land, yeah? Right. So on that basis, can we all agree here, you and I and the rest of the panel, the chat, that refs are shit for everyone then?
Yeah, we have been saying
okay,
that.
No, it's a yay or nay. Can we all agree they're shit? Yes or no? Come on, Egal, stop doing this. Are they shit for everyone?
The referees are shit.
Are they shit for everyone? Thank you. So let's not rely on them. That's the point.
Arsenal.
Sorry.
The reason why people are upset at Arsenal is because some of the refereeing decisions that we get are like first time ever seeing this decision happen, first time ever seeing that kind of decision happen. So it is quite. Some of these decisions are quite dubious and strange.
Like the punch on Gabriel Magalhaes at West Ham. Kenny, DJ, you're respectfully you're a bit older than us. You're a bit older than us. Have you ever seen that given as a pen ever? You're older than us.
No, have you ever seen Saliba's what do you call it, penalty given?
He headbutted him.
He did not headbutt him.
He headbutted João Pedro. What are we doing?
He actually hit the ball. He actually
after he headbutted him.
No, he actually connected with the ball first.
No, you've seen a still shot. The video shows up.
I'm going to get you the video. Since then, he's getting you all this footage for thing. I can get you all the footage for all the things that have gone against us.
Okay, can I ask you another question then? Okay, cool.
You can do that, Egal. If you want to send that to me, I'm more than happy.
Send it to him. Don't put it on. No, okay, so let's take that one out then. Yeah, okay, cool. So let's say that was against us. No. So Egal, let's say that's against us. Yeah. When Saliba got sent off against Bournemouth, yeah, do you think that was a red?
I've seen it not given.
That's not what I asked.
No, I've seen it not given in the same weekend.
I've seen so many things not given. Is it a red for you, yay or nay?
If it's not consistent.
Yay or nay? Come on, stop being a politician, man. Come on.
I don't think it's a red based on the fact that
Okay, fair enough. Cool.
They didn't give a red.
Okay, so they gave a red. No, they gave a red. How does that stop Martinelli when he was clean through on goal, 0-0? Yeah, 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper with no defender anywhere near him, missing. And then 2 minutes later, they do a corner routine, dark arts, and slap one top bins.
Martinelli should have scored.
Okay, so let's not blame the ref then, because you just admitted they're crap for everyone.
1 second.
How about call out Martinelli?
Going down to 10 men and a player missing a one-on-one is two different things, bro. What are we doing here?
Well, Barca went down to 10 men away to Benfica last week, and Rafinha won them the game. Yeah. The other night, I watched the game. Yeah, Alaves had 9 men. They beat Villarreal.
You keep changing the argument to different things.
No, I'm just highlighting how stupid.
My point is, Arsenal fans can be aggrieved that decision go against us.
Arsenal fans are always aggrieved because their manager's shit and they're flogging their dead horse.
And the fact that you had to go to last year away at Liverpool and 2 examples from this year.
Bro, I've just done that on stream now. If you want me to go through every single one, I've got time in the summer, bro. I'll send you the whole file. Yeah, because come on, Kenny, DJ, Dan, listen, I don't want to take over the show, yeah?
No. I just, all I want to ask is, and on your art, do you honestly think that the referee decisions is the cause of our downfall this season? Can you honestly put your hand on your art and admit to Arsenal Football Club and the fans that because of the decisions and the red cards is the reason why we haven't won the league?
We didn't lose a game until refereeing decisions sent off 2 of our players. We also another game where the first 3 games where we dropped points, it had nothing to do with.
Honestly, do you understand how crazy?
I'm answering your question. I'm answering your question. You cut me off. It does sound ridiculous if you don't let the person speak.
Go on, yeah. Let's let him finish. Go on.
All right. I don't think it's solely down to refereeing decisions, and I've never said it's solely down to refereeing decisions. I think refereeing decisions cost us at least maybe what is it? We drew against we drew against Brighton. We lost to Bournemouth. We drew against Man City. Right there, that is a total of 7 points lost at the start of the season. Liverpool had a 9-point gap before a majority of our players started getting injured. That would have been a 2-point gap. Also, at the Emirates, we had a weird situation where we could have scored the winner versus Liverpool, which they disallowed due to no apparent reason at all. There's so many different moments where
was that 29?
No, I don't know if they didn't call the foul on 29. They called the foul on Kivior. They're saying keep
outside the box. That was outside the box.
That was not a foul. He won the ball.
It's outside the box, bro.
Anyways, regardless.
I just want to say you can refereeing 10 men, you know.
I think refereeing decisions have been a factor. And cost at least Arsenal maybe between 7 to 9 points this season. Then you look at
playing party at right backs cost us 11.
Then if you take away your best attacking player from a team, you're going to see a drop off in your attack. We've seen the same.
No, you're not, because Salah last season, Salah was out after the AFCON stop line. Salah, you've sat there all season saying Mo Salah, Mo Salah, Mo Salah.
What the hell are you talking about, Lee? That's a dumb example. You give me
no, it's not. Mo Salah came back from the AFCON and was out for how long? 7 weeks. They were still top of the league last season.
Who's our best attacker? Havertz. You can't really class Havertz as an attacker, can you really? Surely.
What is he then?
He's not an attacker. He's not a striker.
What is he then?
Is
9 and 12 goals.
What is Kai Havertz?
Is that what you categorize as a top striker?
What is Kai Havertz? What is Kai Havertz to you if he's not an attacker?
Do you know the teams he scored against this season?
He's a midfield player.
Southampton, Brighton, Wolves, all the relegation followed. The only 2 decent teams he scored against are Villa and Man City.
Listen, you guys keep changing the bar on what players are.
No, you're changing the bar by deflecting.
I'm just asking you what you categorize as a top striker. You're saying that Havertz.
I sat here for a 15-minute soliloquy, and I gave 2 points, and immediately people jumping down my throat. Now, I just want to finish off my point, and then we can continue from there. I don't think it's solely down to refereeing decisions. I've never said it's solely down to refereeing decisions. I think Mo Salah has gone nuclear. I think Arne Slot and Liverpool have done great. You got to give them credit. Where they've been fortunate is that their 2 best teams that would give them a challenge have been riddled with injuries, and that is a factor in why we're unable to catch up to them. Now, refereeing decisions to start the season is what gave them a little bit of a gap. To start the season, where we dropped a lot of our points to start the season, we did not drop points until we started having sending offs. The sending off of Declan Rice, which was the first time,
which he admitted was a red card. He said it in the press conference.
I don't care what he admits. The reality is that
so you're saying he's lying then.
That is no longer considered a red card offense anymore. They have changed the rule, Lee, in December to get rid of that due to the controversy that is caused.
No, they ain't, because I've seen players booked for kicking the ball away all season ago.
I've seen players booked for it when they do it multiple times.
Well, I've seen 29 against Brighton.
1 second.
I've seen 29 against Brighton dive. He was on a yellow. We were winning 1-0, and he never got a second yellow.
The rule was changed in December, and the change was from making it an immediate yellow card to giving a warning numerous times before you give it as a yellow card.
So why is Bruno been booked this season? Other players been booked for kicking the ball away.
Why do I have to fight for my life to get my point across, bro?
Because you're waffling, bro.
No, I let you waffle for 15 minutes, and you're not even letting me speak.
I've sat here for 45. I've sat here for over an hour. I've had 13 minutes, bro. Like I let you all go. Yeah, I said what I'm saying. You're rebutting it, but you're factually incorrect on a lot of things you're saying. So
and you're saying things that I disagree with too, but I waited until it's my
I'm talking facts. You can't argue with facts.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you're talking facts or not. You cutting somebody off mid-sentence to get your point across does not help the argument.
No, because you're talking nonsense. You're talking facts on some things, and you're waffling on others. So when you're waffling, I'm going to interject and say, "Hold up, can we just close this off and then carry on?"
When you're speaking, I give you the time to finish before I interject.
Yeah, because I'm only dealing with facts. I don't waffle, bro.
Doesn't matter what you're saying. If people disagree with you, you want them to jump in immediately when they disagree.
I don't care if they disagree with me, but if I'm using factual information, you can't argue with that. It's factual.
Egal, we'll let you land, and then
We'll let you land.
No, it's calm. We'll let you let's chill. Let Egal land this point. Once you're done, Egal, say you're done, and then Lee just mentally in your head.
Let Kenny and DJ go because sorry, real talk. Yeah, the only reason I cut you off as much as I do when we're on these shows.
Open the window.
The only reason I cut you off as much as I do on these shows. Yeah, it's because when you're not talking fact, when I don't cut you off if you're saying something that's factual, but when you're saying something that's not factual, then I'm going to interject on that and say, well, hold up a minute. What about this? Well, how about, hold up. Then you start going all around the houses, and taking the scenic route, and then you have a go at me for diverting the conversation away. No, you're saying something that's factual. I'll shut up and listen. If you're saying something that's non-factual, I'll cut in, and then we'll go from there. I'll shut up when you move on. You speak facts for another 20 minutes. I'll shut up for the whole 20 minutes. If you don't, I'm going to cut in.
Okay, 1 hour and 15 minutes in. Let me get my point across now. Lee and DJB, I don't think you guys have made too many arguments that are illogical, but what you guys are doing is you're being very much emotionally based on your emotions of the manager. You don't want the team to further strengthen the squad, give the manager more financial money. Also, when it comes to Lee's points about Arsenal getting things favoring us, you name 3 examples. I can name over 15 plus examples of things that have gone against Arsenal, factually based things that have gone against Arsenal, and things that where even VR experts, former referees have said this is kind of dodgy. And you can sit there as much as you want and say, you know what, things go against everyone. Referees are terrible for everyone. Lee, why are you defending the referees when it comes to things that go against us? But you're here openly showing everything that's going for us to prove what point? To prove a point that Arsenal fans are crazy, or to just say that you have an agenda?
To prove that refs are shit for everyone to stop relying on them.
You have an agenda, and your agenda right now is to show everyone that this manager is not good enough and you want him sacked.
Well, he showed that himself.
The board is not going to sack. The board is not going to sack Arsenal. Arsenal not going to sack him because Lee Gunnar thinks he's a bad manager. The players are not going to disbelieve in him because Lee Gunnar thinks he's a bad manager. The tactics on the pitch have not been the issue on why we've been losing games this season. There has been personal issues, refereeing mistakes, and players getting constantly injured. Now, Arteta's not faultless. There's been games where he's made mistakes. There's been issues that we've done at times throughout this games, and there's moments where you could have been more brave. You could have attacked more. You could have trusted certain players earlier in the season, Mazu, Skelly earlier in the season. Recruitment has been poor. There's so many factors, but everything you guys speak about goes straight back to one thing: the manager's not good enough. Let's get rid of him. The manager's not good enough. Let's get rid of him. Yeah. Why do you guys believe Arsenal can even win the league or get him sacked? Why do you even believe in that statement if you think he's not good enough in the first place? The team is not good enough. Nothing's not good enough. I think the manager is the reason why this team has gotten into a title challenge for the last 2 years before this year. And this year, the reason why we fell apart is not solely down to the team or the manager. Is down to the sum of all the parts, be it a little bit refereeing decisions, a little bit due to our own injuries, sometimes tactical naivety throughout the games where you can blame that on Arteta. And the major factor is Liverpool have a guy in Mo Salah who has absolutely been going nuclear, having one of the best seasons in Premier League history. And when somebody has that on their side, more often than not, they win the league. And you look at from our perspective, it's not a coincidence when Bukayo Saka goes down, our free kicks and our corners go down the drain. Our creativity goes down the drain. Our finishing and ability to continue to score goals at a higher rate goes down the drain. And from there, when Saka goes down, we put more pressure on the rest of the attack. Then they start going down. When you have one player get injured, it can become a domino effect, and more players can get injured because now you're asking more from what's already a thin squad. And that also goes back down to the transfer window in the January, summer, whatever you want to talk about. So I don't think you guys are making any ridiculous points, but at the same time, I do think you guys are pinpointing all your blame on one part, which is not what I'm doing. I'm looking at everything, bigger picture, and I do think there's more factors than just the manager.
Let me come in just quickly before I bring it to the panel, right? Something you said there, I don't disagree with one bit. You think Mikel Arteta is the reason that we're challenging for the title. I think you're right. I think he has got us challenging for the title. My question is not, can he get us challenging? My question is, can he get us across the line? And I don't think, Egal, that yourself and anybody else that's really pro Arteta, and there's nothing wrong with being pro Arteta, but all I ask those people that are is to tell me and convince me why this guy can get us across the line. And I'm not talking about just a Premier League title, by the way, because I've not seen this guy with this team get us across the line in a League Cup, FA Cup, Europa League, or Champions League either. So when people say that Ten Hag, oh my God, he was awful, had to get sacked, I agreed, because he wasn't challenging and winning trophies. He was just winning trophies. Now, Lee will disagree and say it's about trophies only, but I personally wanted to be challenging and winning trophies. And this guy at the moment has proved he can challenge, but bottle it at every moment. Now, I gave some examples with Troops in Turkish earlier about ways. I'm not going to go through them all again, but there's been examples every year of when he's crumbled when it gets tough in the League Cup, FA Cup, Europa League, and Champions League. And in the last 3 seasons now, well, actually, not even this season. In the last 2, he's crumbled in the league. We haven't even been in the title race this season, by the way. I agree with Kenny. We ain't been nowhere near the title. We've not even had one day of sitting on the top of the table. Man United have been one day top of the table ahead of us. That's embarrassing. Yeah.
Ben, was last year a crumble?
We're talking about this year.
This season's not even a crumble. This season's just worse than a crumble. This season's what's worse than a crumble? 15 points on Liverpool, Egal. Come on.
This season's a non-event.